Headlines Today has accessed the most clinching audio evidence that India's most wanted fugitive, Dawood Ibrahim, is indeed in Pakistan. In just a few minutes, you will hear Dawood in conversation with a business associate in Dubai called Javed. In the tapes, Dawood is heard admitting he has property worth 1,100 crores in Dubai's Sheikh Zayed Road area. Dawood is also heard admitting that he has Benami properties running into several hundred crores in Karachi.
वो मेरे को देख के बताते हैं कि भाई अभी ये करना है या ये नहीं करना है। मैं तो यहाँ बैठा हूँ, पूरी दुनिया के अंदर से मैं वो इन्फॉर्मेशन जो मेरे को दे रहे हैं, वही अगर इन्फॉर्मेशन मेरे को गलत दें तो उसमें मिसगाइड हो जाऊंगा। कोई भी हुकूमत भी चलती है, प्राइम मिनिस्टर तो गली गली में जाता नहीं है, मुशीरी उसको आके और जो भी सिस्टम है उसको आके बताता है कि भाई ये हो रहा है, ये हो रहा है, उसके बाद वो डिसीजन लेता है।
बिल्कुल सही है।
इतना इनोसेंट यासिर भी नहीं हो सकता कि यार वो अभी भाई ने आईजी को मना किया तो भाई के पास कैसे पूछूं, ये तो कोई बात ही नहीं है।
मैंने उसके अलावा भी मैंने भी आपको तो बताया कि अगर आपको पता है कि एक जगह का सारी अम्ब्रेला जिनकी है तो नीचे वालों को नीचे वाले कुछ भी कहे, आप ऊपर वाले को फोन करना आपका फर्ज बनता है। वो गलती है कि और आप ऑलरेडी उनसे पहले भी धोखा खा चुके हो। डाउनटाउन में भी आपने ये बोला कि मुझे ये बताया गया था, तो इस दफा तो चेक कर लो कि सही है कि नहीं, और इन्वेस्टमेंट ऑफर तो कर दो। मैं बाहर जा रहा हूँ, घर को तो पहले चेक कर लूं। तो वो सारी चीज माने यहाँ से और बोले नहीं ये गलतियां हैं, और बोला इसी वजह से मैंने अब जो है इन लोगों के साथ काम नहीं करना है। नहीं तो ये
और यासिर को एक बात बोलना कि भाई मैंने जो गोइंका वाला किस्सा तेरे को सुनाया था, वो किस्सा मैंने सुनाया था। इसमें ये किस्से में वो आईजी पे फिट नहीं होता है, वो किस्सा जो होता है वो अपने वालों पे फिट होता है।
समझ गया, बिल्कुल सही है। अब वो गोइंका वाला किस्सा सुना है पूरा, बिल्कुल सही है। ये कह रहा मेरे ऊपर फिट होता है
After Headlines Today broadcast the Dawood tapes, India has reiterated its demand for the underworld don's extradition. The tapes confirm that Dawood is in Pakistan. Ministry of Home Affairs has said that it would investigate the latest evidence, but the big question still remains, will Pakistan now act against Dawood Ibrahim Kaskar?
एक राइटिंग में एक लफ्ज नहीं लिखा। यही वजह थी कि डाउनटाउन में जब उन्होंने बोला था कि लिख के लेने की बात, तो इकबाल भाई ने खुद उसको बोला फरहान को कि एक बात बताओ कि भाई से कैसे कोई लिखा के मैं कम से कम हम कैसे लिखा के ले सकते हैं जिनकी 1000 करोड़ की चीज हमारे पास है।
It was known all along, but the latest audio tapes have only confirmed that Dawood Ibrahim is indeed in Pakistan. Satellite surveillance conducted by Western agencies that have recorded Dawood's conversations have zeroed in on his location at Karachi's upscale Clifton area. India has maintained all along that the Don lives in Pakistan. The latest revelations have prompted the Home Ministry to seek the extradition of India's most wanted terrorist. The Prime Minister too has raised the issue with Nawaz Sharif.
मोस्ट वांटेड की लिस्ट में तो है ही। बातचीत हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी ने पाकिस्तान के उनसे की है। अच्छा, प्रधानमंत्री से।
The tapes reveal that Dawood is running a real estate business from Karachi. The business is spread across the Middle East and could possibly be a front to convert black money into white.
India has already submitted many links, all the proofs, everything. Pakistan should cooperate.
As India's most wanted terrorist continues to enjoy Pakistan's patronage, clamour is growing for action against the underworld Don.
Film PK has landed in yet another controversy. Several saffron groups are demanding a ban on Aamir Khan's Tara movie. They claim that portions of the film insult Hindu gods. C. Swarupanand Saraswati has also voiced his protest. Saffron groups including Bajrang Dal and the VHP are demanding a ban on PK, else they are threatening to scale up their protests.
हंसी के पात्र हमारे देवता नहीं हो सकते। वो बिल्कुल गलत है, ये नहीं होना चाहिए। शंकर जी हमारे भगवान हैं और उनको हम आराध्य मानते हैं। उनके इस तरह की दृश्य दिखाना हिंदू धर्म का अपमान है। कुछ रुझान फिल्म बनाने वालों के ऐसे प्रतीत होते हैं जो केवल हिंदुओं के दोषों पर ही दृष्टि डालते हैं, बिल्कुल गलत है और ऐसे सेंसर बोर्ड को हम लोग खारिज करते हैं।
And these are 4 big charges of the Saffron Groups. Claim 1, film insults Lord Shiva. Claim 2, film hurts Hindu sentiments. Claim 3, deliberate insult to gods to make more money. A section, in fact, of Claim 4 is a section of filmmakers like stoking these controversies.
हमारी धार्मिक भावनाओं को बहुत ठेस पहुंचा है और विश्व हिंदू परिषद बजरंग दल ये आह्वान करता है कि ये फिल्म से ये विवादित सीन काट के
आमिर खान ने उस फिल्म के अंदर हमारे भगवानों का अपमान करते हुए उसका प्रदर्शन कराया गया है। आज ये चेतावनी दी गई है प्रशासन को कि जहां ये मेरठ के अंदर सारे सिनेमा हॉलों पर पीके फिल्म लगाई गई है, इस पर जितने भी आपत्तिजनक चित्र हैं उनको सबको काटा जाए और इस फिल्म पर तत्काल प्रतिबंध लगाया जाए और उसके खिलाफ कार्रवाई की जाए।
The National Investigative Agency will investigate the 4 incidents of firing on tribal villages that left 78 people dead 3 days on. Over 1 lakh people scared are holed up in 93 relief camps, still trying to come to the terms with having lost their loved ones and their homes. The politics in Delhi is centered around targeting the Tarun Gogoi government and what the BJP alleges were 5 crucial intel inputs that were ignored. Manogya Lohiwal with this ground report from Sonitpur.
More than 3 days after 78 tribals were massacred, the Army Chief General Dalbir Singh visited the strife-torn areas to review the massive joint operation launched to nab 74 Bodo terrorists. General Singh first visited the Red Horn Division of Rangia, where he met with top army officials to prepare a blueprint of what will be a large-scale, long-drawn operation. Soon after, a red alert was sounded in the Buxa district of Assam, where a huge team of army personnel will carry out a search operation for NDFB hideouts. All roads leading to the Bhutan border remained closed for civilian use. Meanwhile, Chief Minister Mamta Banerjee visited relief camps set up in North Bengal, where about 2,000 of the total 1 lakh refugees are housed in 4 shelters.
মানুষ যখন আরেকটা জায়গায় যায় এবং তাদের মাথার উপরে একটা ছাদ নেই, সেখানে ছাদ দিয়ে তাদের যাতে খাওয়া দাওয়া থেকে শুরু করে সবকিছু আমরা যাতে নজর দিতে পারি, এটা আমাদের নজর রাখতে হবে।
Mamta's rehabilitation promise reflecting the anger on the streets of Bengal's Alipurduar district, where several groups called for a bandh to protest the killings by Bodo terrorists.
अपना स्थान पर उन लोगों को पहचाना जाए, उन लोगों को हर प्रकार से सुरक्षा प्रदान किया जाए।
Back in Assam, a goodwill mission visited relief camps in Kokrajhar. But there was little political goodwill in Delhi, with the BJP holding the Tarun Gogoi government politically guilty for ignoring what Siddharth Nath Singh said were 5 major alerts since September.
Mr. Gogoi and his government stand politically guilty of dereliction of the duty. Information which was given to the state government of Assam was not post facto. 5 times there were major alerts which were given.
The Congress insists, however, that the state is still under a watchful eye.
The situation in Assam is something which is under the very watchful eye of the state government, and I am sure that they will leave no stone unturned in order to bring those who are responsible to justice.
At a time when politics is taking center stage in Delhi and Indian Army is intensifying its operation on the Assam-Arunachal border, for more than 1 lakh people displaced over past 3-4 days, it's just a night that would not be forgotten, and perhaps a never-ending wait in these more than 100 camps spread across Assam and Bengal. With camera person Chitrabhanu Pathak, this is Manogya Lohiwal in Assam for Headlines Today.
It's hectic political wrangling to cobble up the next governing coalition for the state of Jammu and Kashmir. The BJP has reacted to PDP's move of setting 5 conditions for a tie-up. The party is clearly refusing to blink first. It's an intriguing race to rule Jammu and Kashmir. And 4 days after the verdict, it's anybody's guess as to who will rule the state next. The day began with PDP setting conditions for the BJP.
Sources believe that the PDP has at least set 5 important conditions to the BJP, in which one of the most important points is the Chief Minister's chair. The party believes that the Chief Minister's chair and the post should remain with PDP for all 6 years. So far there hasn't been any headway in this direction, but the leadership, the PDP leadership in the state believes that only if there is a green signal from the BJP on these conditions can the talks move forward.
The Bharatiya Janata Party reacted by acting casually unconcerned and saying even Omar's party had a public mandate.
We have secured highest number of votes and second highest number of seats. Naturally, based on the mandate, we are trying to give a good government to the state with the help of people who got mandate, like PDP got the highest mandate in terms of seats in the state. And then NC also got a good mandate. So we have to find a way.
As the pieces shift on the political board, Omar and Congress too are making their moves. The state's governor, meanwhile, has called both the BJP and the PDP to present their plans separately. Except the Congress and the BJP, everyone is talking to everyone else. While BJP is showing a tilt towards National Conference, the PDP has rejected the party's overtures of support. The National Conference too hasn't ruled out a tie-up with the BJP. For the Congress, it's any formation possible to keep BJP out. The Bharatiya Janata Party also plans to present itself as the single largest post-poll grouping when it meets the governor. This as PDP tried to corner the party by setting conditions, and the National Conference plays the nothing-to-lose card. And amid all this, Congress top leadership are reaching out to PDP top guns. After all, it was just congratulatory call that went from Sonia Gandhi to Mufti Mohammad Saeed. But its underlying political meaning wasn't lost on anyone, particularly when PDP kept equating Mufti's stretcher to that of Modi's. For now, PDP insists that Modi-Mufti meet will only happen after the groundwork is done. But with the conditions that PDP has set, the government formation will clearly be a long haul. With Shujaul Haq, Bureau Report, Headlines Today. And from Jammu and Kashmir to Jharkhand, where 5-time BJP MLA and BJP Vice President Raghubar Das is all set to become the first non-tribal Chief Minister of Jharkhand. Hectic preparations are on in Ranchi's Birsa Munda ground for the grand ceremony on Sunday. Among the attendees will be the Prime Minister, BJP President Amit Shah, several cabinet ministers and chief ministers of BJP ruled states.
हमारी एजेंडा है कि जो 14 महीने में जो विरासत में जो समस्या मिली है उस समस्या को सुलझाना। दूसरा, झारखंड के विकास के लिए इसकी नींव को मजबूत करना हमारी ये एजेंडा रहेगी। और जब पूरी मंत्रिमंडल बन जाएगी तो हम अपने सभी मंत्रियों के साथ बैठ करके इस राज्य की फाइनेंशियल स्थिति को भी देखते हुए इस राज्य की 3.25 करोड़ जनता जो 14 वर्षों से इंतजार कर रही है विकास और सुशासन की, उस काम को हम पूरा करने का काम करेंगे।
Final touch was being put into arrangements at Ranchi's Birsa Munda grounds today for the grand ceremony on Sunday. Over 2,000 security personnel will be deployed at the stadium. Considering the BJP expects a crowd of over 15,000 to attend the ceremony, including high-profile guests, cabinet ministers and chief ministers. 3 helipads have been constructed to ensure safe and secure landing of the Prime Minister's chopper. A massive stage has also been erected.
Hectic preparations are underway in Ranchi for swearing-in ceremony of Raghuvar Das, Jharkhand's first non-tribal chief minister, and the ceremony will take place on Sunday 11 a.m. at this stadium. This is the Birsa Munda football stadium, and a stage is being prepared. It's a 112 feet long stage divided into 3 parts. Prime Minister Modi, BJP President Amit Shah, along with all the chief ministers of the BJP ruled states will be coming here for this grand event, and massive security deployment has been put in place for this. The SPG team is already in Ranchi and they are conducting security review of this entire stadium. More than 1,000 police personnel will be deployed for this event. Let's talk to Ajay Maru. He is the former MP of BJP. Ajay ji, what kind of preparations are being taking place?
See, more than 20,000 workers and supporters of BJP will be attending this ceremony tomorrow, and our central leadership, cabinet ministers and more than 10 chief ministers of different states will come tomorrow, and we are having massive arrangement. We will have LED screens outside stadium because we are expecting huge crowd tomorrow.
Efforts are on to make this event a grand success. 15,000 people will be here at the Birsa Munda football stadium to witness the swearing-in ceremony of first non-tribal chief minister of Jharkhand. And as is synonymous with the BJP, wherever you go you see big rallies and big public events of BJP taking place. So efforts are being made here to ensure that this event also turns out to be a mega event. With camera person Deepak Kumar, this is Rohit Singh in Ranchi for Headlines Today.